Hi, I'm Tim. I just finished conducting an experiment to see if I can have an awesome vacation in San Diego for the same price as a 2-night stay at a cheap hotel. I was given $160 to last my entire trip while staying at a hostel. We took the trolley into San Diego and made our way to Hostel International, which is the largest hostel network in the world. It was also in the middle of the Gaslamp district, so it was easy to find. When I was exploring the hostel, I got lost for a little bit, but I ended up in the kitchen and met a lot of people who were staying there. Now, it may seem kind of weird staying with other people, but once you meet them, you realize that they're in the same position you are. Some are here on business, some are traveling and just stopping by, but they're all really nice people. We continued to explore the hostel a bit more and finally figured out where everything was. Once we were done, we decided to get some food. The employee from the front desk was incredibly helpful, and she recommended a great kebab place down the street. We headed back to the hostel to take part in the planned event that night, the pub crawl. We first got together in a big circle. It was really interesting seeing all the different countries people came from. The pub crawl was so much fun. One of the 3 local bars gave us free drinks because we were part of the hostel group. Each bar had its own different atmosphere. Some were more laid back, and some were great for dancing. Overall, we had a great night. We woke up early the next morning because the hostel offered a free pancake breakfast. You just have to make your own and clean up after yourself. Also, a lot of people from the hostel were there, so we were able to make some new friends. After breakfast, we decided to go to Horton Plaza, the huge mall down the street. At the mall, we got some frozen yogurt. And I figured, since I spent a lot less than I expected at the pub crawl, I was going to try and find a gift for my mom. Nothing caught my eye at Horton Plaza, so we decided to check out what Seaport Village had to offer. While at Seaport Village, we saw the Coronado Bridge, a bunch of ships, and we checked out some of the little shops they had. I found earrings for my mom and an anklet for my girlfriend. Once I finished up shopping for the special ladies in my life, I decided it was time to focus on me and get some food. We headed back to the hostel and we ran into our tour guide from the night before, and he recommended we eat at Nicky Rotten's burger joint down the street. Back at the hostel, we rounded up a group to hang out with and headed back to my favorite bar from the night before, the Bareback Grill. We hung out there all night, telling jokes, listening to stories. We had a fantastic time. The next morning started the same way as the day before. Free pancakes. I had 6! Eventually, almost everyone from the night before came down for their free pancakes, and we had a nice meal together. Then we headed to the transit station to spend our day at Balboa Park. There were so many things at Balboa Park, it was hard to decide exactly what to do. You can visit museums, attend special events, look at botanical gardens, or you can play in the fountain. After taking in everything that Balboa Park had to offer, we headed back to the hostel to check out and end my vacation. Well, there's my vacation in a nutshell. I would like to thank Hostel International for their great hospitality and allowing us to do this experiment. I had a great time, and I really recommend that everybody stay at a hostel at some point in their life. Now, you may ask, how did my experiment go? I spent a grand total of $150.70. In my opinion, that's a huge success. Now, the thing is, I could have spent less. Money was never an issue for me. I could have had just as good of a vacation for $100. Maybe I'll do a sequel. But until then, I have to go back to the world of work and school. So good night, and good luck.